This is a short tutorial on how to set up farms and fields in WaterSchedPro. WaterSchedPro uses the concept of farms and fields to link the decision support tools, which includes CropWaterSched and CropWaterUse, to real physical locations and to simplify the setup of new analyses in these decision support tools. So farms and fields link time series data such as the climate data from the Bureau of Meteorology, as well as your local rainfall data, soil water data and irrigation data. So setting up new analyses will automatically assign that data to the new analyses. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to go into CropWaterSched and I'm going to create a new analysis. Now, a couple of things to note. We have a farm and field button under our site information, so this is how we'll change this. We also have a list of available farms and fields on the left hand side through this navigation menu. So the blue items are the farms, and then under each blue item we have a range of fields, and then we have a range of analyses under that. So this might be a new analysis that I've set up. It's already assigned a farm and a field because this is the farm and field I was using previously on the last analysis I ran. But I want to create a new one, so by clicking on the farm button we get the farm options dialog. Now when I create a new farm, and I'll do that through clicking this button at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that that new farm will appear on the left hand side here as well now, so it'll be added to our farms list. Editing a farm, we have a farm name and a climate location. So when I create my new farm, that's the first thing I'll do. So I've created a new farm now by clicking on that button, and it's given it the name Farm 3. I'll call this McClymont's Farm, and I'm going to locate this at Dalby. So I click on the location button. Now it uses geolocation through the web browser, which is not always that accurate. It depends a lot on your internet connection and service provider. Sometimes I'm in Toowoomba, this doesn't always locate me in Toowoomba, it puts me in Brisbane or Longreach. This time it looks like it's done the right thing. So it's listing the nearest locations to us at the moment. If I go into the map, it will actually, I can zoom in, it will show me these locations. Some of these locations have a love heart. That means they're one of my favourites or ones that I've selected before. We can select them from the favourites tab if we need to, but I want to set up this farm at Dalby. So I type in Dalby to the search bar, and then I can click Dalby Airport. It's already one of my favourites. And once I hit save, you'll notice a few things change on the screen. So for starters, it's rerunning the analysis at Dalby. Our farm name changed to McClymont's Farm. We can see that here. We have a new blue tab over here saying McClymont's Farm. Now that's automatically created a new field for us. This is the same analysis that we were looking at before, except we've changed our climate location. And I want to go and edit that and give that a new name. So it's called Fill 15, but I might call this Top Paddock, which is 60 hectares. The soil type, this is one that I've created. I want to change it to a heavy black soil, so I'm going to come into here. This is a list of my soils that I've created previously. We have a library here. By clicking on this Create New Soil button, it'll show you 12 soils that are representative of soils around Australia. Maybe not in Western Australia where we have a lot more sands. We've used this in Australian Climate, and also GRDC's Soil Water app, we've used the same concept of 12 soils. So I was going to have a deep heavy clay. It's got a plant available water capacity of 335 mils. I'll leave that name. It's given me a name to use. We can edit the properties here. I recommend you don't touch these unless you know what you're doing. I'll hit save though, and I've now assigned a deep heavy clay to our top paddock at Dalby. I could also add rain gauge data, soil water sensor data and irrigation records to this paddock or this field, and any new analyses that I do will also hook into those data sets. I'm going to hit save. I've now got, I've renamed my paddock Top Paddock, and it's updated the analysis.